All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Peace, love, and salutations to the Akim out there laboring. That's up the hopeful elect that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. And we're seeing now the wicked are pretty much losing its influence and grip on the world. You know, and here right now is a short clip from France 24 channel. And it reads, Senegal, which is a African country, the president says France should close its army bases in their country. You know, and pretty much, and this is an ongoing trend that's going on in the continent of Africa. You know, and all these essentially in Western and in Central Africa, a lot of these countries are pretty much kicking out these EU nations. Okay, pretty much having their land pretty much being occupied by them by way of military bases. You see, Senegal was a French colony, just like in other countries in West Africa. They were colonized by the French. They pretty much gained independence from them, but not before rape, robbery, and murder occurred in these countries. But fast forward now, here to 2024, there's a growing trend amongst these nations to kick these countries out, okay? And the influence of the EU is pretty much losing its stronghold. And it's pretty much being influenced by Russia. And like we said, though, we're at the, doorstep of World War III. And this war is going to take place on many different fronts. Okay, don't forget, the ultimate battle is going to be in the Valley of Jehoshaphat. But we're also seeing tension brewing in Southeastern Asia. Okay, with tensions growing with China, and we're seeing the ongoing proxy war going on in Ukraine. Now, pretty much here, this is a little short video that I'm going to play, and pretty much this is the sentiment that's going on now. And the scriptures speak about Russia being a guard unto them, these other nations, and and basically these African nations are so-called waking up to the colonizer, so to speak. They're basically the weak are saying that they're strong now. They're standing on their feet and are not going to be influenced by these countries. You see, and pretty much be raped of their resources, because this is just one step with the military wise, and then comes with the this is just the first step. But then it would come to where you got to get these big countries out of there, okay? That's pretty much benefiting from the resources, man. But a lot of these governments have been corrupt and have been in cahoots with the oppressor, But this is a small clip right here I'm gonna play. So without any further ado.
Diomaye Faye promised to restore Senegal's sovereignty. As part of that, Faye told France 2 on Thursday that France will have to close its military bases in Senegal.
As French people, could you imagine seeing us in your country with tanks or military vehicles, with Senegalese soldiers in Senegalese uniforms? That's what history has been like. France has enslaved, colonized, and remained.
The announcement comes just days after Special Envoy to Africa Jean-Marie Bockel submitted a report on the reconfiguration of France's military presence on the continent. France planned to reduce its military presence in Africa, but not eliminate it, with soldiers in Senegal, the Ivory Coast, Gabon, and Chad. Nonetheless, Faye said he is not seeking to break all ties with France. Faye also welcomed Macron's overture regarding the recognition of the killing of Senegalese riflemen by French soldiers 8 decades ago.
J'ai reçu aujourd'hui une lettre du président Macron.
Today I received a letter from President Macron in which he acknowledges that it was indeed a massacre. This step of acknowledging the massacre should open the door to perfect collaboration in revealing the whole
Une
truth.
collaboration parfaite pour la manifestation de toute la vérité.
In 1944, Senegalese riflemen who had fought to liberate France in World War II mutinied over poor conditions and lack of payment. French soldiers opened fire, killing dozens. A commemoration ceremony is scheduled for Sunday in Senegal. Macron has apologized for being unable to attend due to a scheduling conflict.
You know, and that's just the whole thing about E, man. You know, okay. You know, this guy, he humbles himself. You know, he tries to weep with his eyes. You know, and pretty much, man. You know, war is always in this man's heart, man. You know, okay. Let's get this little article real quick, right, from Reuters, because there's been pretty much an update now on that story, okay, where they were going to, well, let's read it. France on the back foot in Africa after Chadian snub, okay. So now this is another country, okay, which was occupied by France, which is a former French colony, okay, all right, and pretty much it says here. Let's get to the point. A French plan to significantly reduce its military presence in West and Central Africa risks backfiring and further diminishing the former colonial power influence in the region at a time when Russia is gaining ground. You know, because right now there's a big power struggle going on in the continent of Africa with Russia, China, and the EU. Okay, as far as influence is concerned, and most importantly, resources. You know, okay, so now Russia is pretty much coming with a better deal, and pretty much letting these countries know that, listen, we can do business with you, but we're gonna deal with you on a even playing field. You know, not on a level to where we're still treating you like a colony. You know, and that's what the EU has been doing, and oppressing these people. You know, but it says here, French envoy to President Emmanuel Macron this week handed a report with proposals on how France could reduce its military presence in Chad, Gabon, and Ivory Coast, where it is deployed troops for decades. And we're going to also add in, which the clip we seen with Senegal, right? It says, details of the report have not been made public, but two sources have said the plan is to cut the number of troops to 600 from around 2,200 now. The sources say Chad would keep its largest contingent with 300 French troops, down from 1,000. However, in a surprise move that caught the French officials on hop, the government of Chad, a key Western ally in the fight against Islamic militants in the region, and this is just the boogeyman. This man always likes to have them chasing a boogeyman when these Islamic militants that are pretty much government set up, okay, all right, by the oppressor, and it's pretty much they're pretty much doing a ethnic cleansing against the Christians, man. That's all of these militant groups are disguised as. You see, and Lord willing, I get the opportunity to speak upon that on a later video. But the point is that there's a move now to pretty much altogether wipe out all of these army bases from their country. Okay, so not leaving a little remnant of the troops, but to get all of them out of the country, and that had to be by the influence of Russia. If you're gonna do something, you do it all the way. You see, okay. But it says on Thursday, abruptly ended its defense cooperation pact with France that could lead to French troops leaving the Central African country altogether. You see? Okay? All right, so, this man is pretty much losing his grip in the earth, man. Okay? And that's the wicked, man. All right, let's get some precepts now. All right? Let's get Job 15. All right? So, basically, I'm going to get the meat off all this bone here. All right, let's go to Job chapter 15, verse 20. The wicked man travaileth with pain all his days, and the number of his years is hidden to the oppressor. This man doesn't understand that his time is coming, man. Okay? He knows that he has to pay, but he doesn't know when. You see? But the Lord always will put a man, through torment, though. Even though this man is on top, even though this man has the power, okay? The Lord still torments this man, okay? You see? All right? It says, a dreadful sound is in his ears. In prosperity, the destroyer shall come upon him. And we're seeing that now. We're seeing the prophecies are pretty much rolling off the pages, man. Okay? That destroyer is ultimately that cherry on top, man. Them ICBM missiles, man, which will be used. Okay? You see? All right? When this man was in his prosperity, okay, the destroyer is going to come and take his kingdom away, man. Okay? He believed not that he shall return out of darkness, and he is waited for of the sword. And it's a bound that this man can't pass, man. You see? The Lord set the bound that this man can't pass. And the Lord is through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Abishai, he is systematically loosening this man's grip on the earth, man. Okay? His power, his influence, and his presence is being diminished, man. You see? It says, he wandereth abroad for bread, saying, where is it? He knoweth that his day of darkness is ready at his hand. This man is pretty much going around the earth, rape, robbing, and murdering people of their land and their resources, man. Okay? He's wandering abroad for bread, man. Because you got to remember, Europe is nothing but a lifeless pit, man. Okay? The place doesn't produce anything. It doesn't grow anything. Okay? Resources are not in this country. Their whole region, okay. What they call it Europe though, but it's actually Western Asia, so to speak, Eastern Asia. You see, where they pretty much can't grow their own have their own resources. They heavily dependent on other nations from outside of the EU for natural gases, for oil, for different things, man. Everything has to be pretty much for life, for them to sustain, has to be pretty much imported to them. You see? Okay? But it says, trouble and anguish shall make him afraid. They shall prevail against him as a king ready to the battle. And this man is about to lose his crown, man, in the earth, man. Okay? You see? We're seeing, Lord is doing it systematically, man. Okay? His power is pretty much diminishing, man. Okay? It says, for he stretcheth out his hand against the Most High. He strengthened himself against the Almighty. We see that in all kinds of ways, man. Okay? All right? And this man has gotten proud, man. Hey, just like how the Lord had to humble the king of Babylon, Nebuchadnezzar, okay, because he got proud. And the Lord humbled him to a beast. You see? Okay? You see, so the Lord got something in store for this damn devil, man. Okay? You see? All right? Because why? It's because his man is strengthening his hand against the Most High. Okay? Unrighteous decrees that are adverse to the scriptures. Okay? All right? He's pretty much preparing to fight the Lord when he returns, man. All of these secret councils that they're having and these congressional hearings talking about what they want to call UAPs, okay? And we know what they are, and they know what they are. The higher ups know what they are. And the big struggle amongst themselves is trying to continue to keep a lid upon it and not really know to the masses of the people ultimately what they plan on doing, man. Okay? There's a secret budget that's tied into that to combat what they're seeing in the heavens. You see? Okay? But it's not known to the general public, man. Okay? So you got whistleblowers now. The scriptures speak about this man's tongue falling upon himself, man. And we're seeing it now, how we're having these different hearings, man. because inquiring minds want to know when you want to talk about the Congress, man. You know, a lot of them don't know what the hell's going on, man. Okay, you see? All right, but you got the people now that are pretty much tied to the United States Air Force, people that used to work for NASA, you know, that are pretty much blowing the whistle on what they see in the heavens, man. Okay, all right, and it's coming overwhelmingly undenying to the people, man. You know, you have to remember that hey, everybody has a camera now, man. Everybody can record things in real time, man. It's not what you would have to say, you know, back in in the 90s, you know, as hearsay, or in years prior to that, you know, things would be hearsay. Oh, well, you know, the whole excuse before was that what they seen in the heavens was weather balloons, so to speak, man. Okay, but we're actually seeing these things in real time, man, and we're seeing the power of Yahweh B'Shem Abishai and his angels, man. Okay, and we're seeing the undeniable characteristics of what they're seeing, and it is pretty much not done by mortal man. You see? Okay? All right? So this man has a plan to pretty much come up against the Most High, man. This is how this man is strengthening his hand against him, man. You see? It says, he runneth upon him, even on his neck, upon the thick bosses of the buckler, because he covered his face with his fatness. He maketh collops of fat on his flanks. And collops is basically just a word for slices of meat or fat. This man is covering himself in his fatness and his decadence. Okay, you see, this man is living high off the hog, so to speak. You know what that's the term that they use here. You know, okay, you know, this is the rich man. Okay, this is the man that pretty much had the world in his hands, man, and been made rich by his atrocities, man. Okay, it says, and he dwelleth in desolate cities, and in houses which no man inhabited, which are ready to become heaps. You know, and the Lord called it before called it from the beginning, man. The Lord called the end from the beginning, man. Okay, you see. All right, these places that this man has been, the blessing that he's been given, you know, the power of the sword, and to pretty much occupy the fatness of the earth, man. Okay, these places where this man is pretty much dwelling, okay, and occupying, is going to be in heaps, man. Okay, you see, particularly here in Babylon, man. You see, it says, he shall not be rich, neither shall his substance continue. Okay, pursuant to James the 5th chapter, man. Okay, you know, the Lord said that, man. His gold and his silver is cankered, man. Okay, you see, all right. It says, neither shall he prolong to perfection thereof upon the earth. And what was that perfection? That perfection was dominance, world dominance, man. Where people would pretty much want to join hand in hand with him. They would want to follow him and his doctrine, okay, his philosophies, man. Okay, the nations have a bitter taste in their mouth at this point now, man. Okay, the nations have drunk of it, therefore the nations are mad. You see, roughly paraphrasing. You see, okay, but it says, neither shall he prolong the perfection thereof upon the earth, man. Okay, you know, the hunk of the earth, man, is going to be no more. You know, you see, it says, he shall not depart out of darkness. The flame shall dry up his branches. By the breath of his mouth he shall go away. And this man's gonna go away like a breath in the air. You see? Okay? It says, let not him that is deceived trust in vanity, for vanity shall be his recompense. You know, and that's what everybody's chasing now. Everybody's chasing vanity in this place, man. Everybody's being influenced by this man. Okay? But the Lord said, man, don't let this man deceive you and trust in vanity, man. Okay, because vanity is going to be the recompense of him, man. You see? Okay, it says, right, because the Lord hates covetousness. Okay, and this place is nothing but that. Okay, it says, it shall be accomplished before his time, and his branch shall not be green. You know? Okay, All right. So his man's not going to flourish anymore, man. Okay. And it's going to accomplish before this, right? The Lord's going to come visit this man, basically while he's eating, as the scripture has says, man. Okay. It says, he shall shake off his unripe grape as the vine, and shall cast off his flower as the olive. Okay, so the man is about to lose his status in the earth, man. Okay, you see, it says, for the congregation of the hypocrites shall be desolate, and fire shall consume the tabernacles of bravery. Because really, that's what was going on in there now in those nations, man. Okay, where this guy was colonizing, man. Okay, you see, bravery, corrupt government, puppet governments were put in. People that were in cahoots with their colonizers and basically not providing for the people, man. Any leader of these colonized nations, when you want to talk about these African nations, and even when you want to talk about Central and South America, okay, any leader that came into office that was for the people, that wanted to pretty much allocate the resources and pretty much better the country, they would actually get rid of him, man, and set up their own puppet. You see, okay. This is all done by what? By bribery, man. Okay, all right. Being a corrupt government. A lot of these governments have been corrupt, though. But you have it now. The Lord is controlling the minds of the kings and putting a spirit upon these men to pretty much wake up to see what the hell is going on around them, man. Okay. Stop. And they're ceasing to dance with the devil, man. You see, okay. It says they conceive mischief and bring forth vanity, and their belly departeth deceit. You see? Okay? And this is basically what we see, man. Okay? All right, from there, let's go to last precept. Let's go to Job, the 20th chapter. I'm just going to just read a few verses. Okay? This is Job, chapter 20, verse 27. The heaven shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him, man. And we're seeing that, man. This is part of prophecy right here, man. Okay? All right? This man is pretty much being found out in his cart. Okay? All right? His iniquity is pretty much being, put out there for the masses to see. Okay? This is why they didn't want the internet to never be invented, man. Okay? But pretty much now you have these news outlets and these alternate news outlets, okay, and these podcasts and whistleblowers that are pretty much bringing up this man's iniquity to his face, man. Okay? And now the nations are mad. The nations are waking up, man. Okay? And it says the earth shall rise up against him, man. Okay? You see? And even the whole natural order of how the Lord set this world up, okay, in its being, that is even rising up against him, man. Okay? You see? It says, the increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath. Okay? So, we're seeing that now. We're seeing the big talk about these ICBMs, man. Okay? This is part of our normal conversation now. Okay? When you want to speak about mainstream media, this is not no secret or nothing where people can even say that is far-fetched, man. Okay? Hey, the Lord said, man, that he's going to put in their mind, man, an evil thought, man. Okay? You see? All right? It says, right, that his goods going to flow away in this day of his wrath, man. Okay? All right? This man is about to lose it all, man. Okay? His time of reign is up, man. Just like what Daniel pretty much broke down the dream to the King Nebuchadnezzar. Okay? We're down to the 10 toes, man. Okay? And we're seeing it now. That is partly weak and partly strong, man. Okay? You see? All right? And the Lord is going to come and crush those toes, man. Okay? It says, this is the portion of a wicked man from the Most High, and the heritage appointed unto him by the Most High. And what's his heritage going to be? Okay, his heritage is going to be basically pursuant to Isaiah, the 13th chapter, man, of what this place is going to look like, man. Okay, all right. This is going to be a desolate wilderness, man. Thus say the scriptures, man. You see? So we're seeing this man now, man, and pretty much, man, you know, hey, they're pretty much waking up to him, man. You know? All right? So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. Shalom.